Step up! This is the name of my YouTube channel, people, and I welcome you back. In the last video, I had discussed 10 words on how to praise others, how to admire them. In today's video, I'll be discussing 10 words on how to insult your enemies, how to skin others alive, virtually in fact. Alright, so loving and being loved, these are the two elements of emotional health. That's what the psychologists say. But then there exists a third element of emotional health, and this third element is the art of dishing out anger to someone, and that's where these 10 sophisticated, cultivated words will come to your rescue. So let us begin. The first word is martinet. This martinet word has arrived from a proper noun called Jean Martinet. Jean Martinet happened to be the Inspector General, that is Senapati, of the French army during the time of King Louis XIV. This Jean Martinet, from which this word martinet has arrived, this Jean Martinet was a strict, ruthless and heartless disciplinarian. He would not tolerate even a modicum of deviation from his orders. Right? The army men who deviated from his orders were murdered, were beheaded. Right? So today, this word martinet, which is the surname of Jean Martinet, martinet means any strict or cruel disciplinarian. For instance, a kid may call his principal a martinet. A husband may call a martinet. Alright? You understood? The second word is sycophant. Now, who is a sycophant? You might be knowing, people, there is a word called flattery. That is maska marna, boot leaking, isn't it? So the people who use flattery, that is maska marna, by currying favor with the rich or influential people so that they can satisfy their own selfish and ulterior motives. These kind of people, those who leak boots of others, are called sycophants. Alright? So if you find a person of this nature around you and you have to settle your old score with him or her, you can call him or her a sycophant. The third word is dilettante. You see, people, most of the time, people practice an art or profession for mastery or specialization. But there are a few people under the Milky Way who practice or who pursue any art or profession just for time pass, just for amusement. These people don't want to satisfy a deep creative urge. They don't want to make any big money out of pursuing any art or profession. These people don't want to make any big name or fame out of it. They pursue any art or profession just for time pass. So they have very superficial mastery over any art or profession. I'll give you an example from the movie Welcome. You might have seen Majnu Bhai's painting, right? So he can well be called a dilettante. Alright? So any person, if you feel, has very shallow or very light, very superficial mastery over any art or profession. If a person is not well versed in his art or profession, you can call him or her a dilettante. A synonym is dabbler. You can call also the person amateur. That is the third synonym. Right? The next word, that is the fourth word, is Virago. Now, who is a Virago? This word Virago is a painfully feminine word, painfully, because I don't know why this word has been made only for females. I regret myself, for the nature of this word. But who is Virago? You see, people, there are women in fact, there are women who are loud-mouthed, cantankerous, and very, very quarrelsome. They get up every day, first of all, from the wrong side of their bed. And while on their bed, they make that day's war plans ready. So the women who are always eager or ready to cross swords with anyone, who are quarrelsome, who are loud-mouthed, cantankerous, bad-tempered, they are called Virago. You can also call them Harridan or Termagant. Alright? So this is of course a very insulting word. You should choose this word carefully. Next, the fifth word is Chauvinist. Who is a Chauvinist? Chauvinist is someone who has an absurd, illogical, irrational and preposterous affiliation with whatever he identifies himself with. Now, for example, there are people who use iPhones and they say iPhones have no competition. There are others who use Android and they say Android has no parallel. Alright? So this kind of inexplicable affiliation, this fervent attachment to anything is called chauvinist. Now, chauvinists are also the people who are blind patriots. Patriots, patriot is a Deshbhakt. Patriotism is Deshbhakti, isn't it? So blind and excessive, extreme patriotism, Deshbhakti, is also chauvinism. So a chauvinist is an extreme patriot. He will say, my country is great. Now this is patriotism, but my country is great, your country is weak, so I will get to your country, kill people, destroy property and make your country as great as my country. This is chauvinism. It is also called jingoism, isn't it? So a person who is chauvinist is someone who is a blind patriot or excessive or extreme patriot. The next word is monomaniac. Mania, this word has arrived from a root called mania. What is mania? Mania means a deadly addiction to something or someone, and a morbid, a pathological obsession is mania, isn't it? And monomaniac, mono means one. So monomaniac is someone who has a deadly addiction to any one aim or aspiration or thing. That thing may be his kid, his wife, his money, his job, his profession, gadgets, automobile. Whatever it is, a person who is deadly addicted to anything, any one thing, is a monomaniac. Then this person will not listen to what others are saying, even if the advice is wise, right? So obviously you will brand this person as monomaniac. So if a person is a money monomaniac, he will think money, eat money, walk money, dream money, sleep money, because that's where he derives his honey from. Seventh word is iconoclast. Iconoclast is someone who keeps on attacking, maligning, bad-mouthing or defaming, the established customs and cherished traditions. An iconoclast will say that exams should not take place because students, they suffer psychologically, mentally and physically also because of exams. An iconoclast will say that there should not be any VIP culture in the political circles. An iconoclast will say that there should not be idol worship, for example. Alright? No one should go to temple. They are made to rob people and degrade them. So who is an iconoclast? As I pointed out, iconoclast is someone who attacks or bad mouths, mudslings the established customs and cherished traditions. So obviously this is an insulting word. The next word, that is the eighth word, is atheist. Now, many of you might know the meaning of this word. It is not important on my part to demystify this word in great detail, but yes, atheist is someone who doesn't believe in God. How is it an insulting word? I mean, this is contextual. If someone doesn't go to temple, doesn't accompany you to temple, you can, contextually and in a lighter mode, on a lighter note, say that, leave him behind. Leave him with whatever he is doing. He is an atheist. Alright? One who believes in God is theist. Our next, that is ninth word of insult is lecher. Lecher, in very short, is a lustful person. So one who is a lustful person, one who is promiscuous, libidinous, wanton, immoral with women is a lecher. He will not think twice in passing lewd comments as well. Alright? So a lecher is a lustful person. And the final word of insult is hypochondriac. Who is a hypochondriac? You must have seen this movie Piku, and this in movie Piku, Deepika uses a word against her father, Amitabh Bachchan, who plays the character of her father. She says, what a hypochondriac. A hypochondriac is someone who keeps on worrying about his health unnecessarily. On Monday, he will run to the doctor, to the hospital with stomach aches, and will say to the doctor, I have developed ulcers. Although the doctor will say that my x-ray projects a very healthy stomach of yours. On Tuesday, he will run with headaches and he will say, I have developed tumors overnight. Wednesday, he will go with heart attacks. He is a hypochondriac, one who unnecessarily worries about one's health. Is a hypochondriac. So this is a disgraceful word. This is not a very good word. So these are the 10 words of insult. We must, even if we want to insult someone, do it in a principled or sophisticated or tactful way. Alright, so this is the reason I came up with 10 words on insult, right? And you must also watch my previous video on 10 words of praise or appreciation. Alright, keep subscribing, keep liking my videos. I will come up with the next video on a very different but interesting theme altogether. Nimish Thakkar, till then, signs off. Thank you very much, people, for the love and belongingness that you keep showering on my YouTube channel.